Okay guys, this is an unlisted video. If you are watching this video, it's because I've chosen to give you the link so that you can see the latest big thing that Litchfield County has going on. And that is that we're going to start offering cloud-based services. Mainly for off-site backup, but really the sky is the limit as to what this particular unit that I'm looking at is capable of doing and will accept. And now we're going to go over the details. The first thing you may notice is that this thing looks like a tank. And yes, it is a tank. This is an ioSafe. I believe it's a 1517. Yes, it is an ioSafe 1517 fire and flood rated network attached storage device. What do I mean by that? Well, this unit can withstand temperatures of 1,550 degrees for 30 minutes. It can also withstand flood water, full submersion, fresher salt for 72 hours. In other words, sprinkler systems and fire hoses are no problem for this unit. The way this unit works is it's specifically designed to sacrifice the rest of itself in order to protect the drives that are inside the unit. And I happen to have the drive bay open right now because there was an issue with one of the drives that I installed, unfortunately, and that drive has had to be sent back to Western Digital. As you can see, these drives are literally cocooned. There's 5 individual bays, and you can clearly see them because I have one bay open. All of this is one solid single piece of aluminum. Basically one large heat sink that draws all the heat away from these drives. And right now it has 4 6-terabyte drives in it in a RAID 6 configuration, which means 2 of the drives in this unit can fail and the data on the array will still remain intact. As I did say, there is one drive missing. Actually, the replacement drive, Western Digital is cross-shipping me one. The replacement drive has been shipped. And as soon as I get it, I'm going to install it and tell the unit to start using it, basically adding the extra drive into the RAID 6 array, which right now is a 10 terabyte array. When I have the 5th drive, that should increase to an 18 terabyte array, give or take a couple of terabytes. I can also, when the array fills, I can start replacing the drives that are in here with larger units. You can also add external storage to this unit. And there's a whole bunch of ways to skin that cat should you choose to do so. Let me go over the actual trays that the drives sit in. This is the tray that goes in that hole. And I don't know if you can notice, but this is this is a good sized chunk of aluminum. This tray, nothing about this unit is done cheap or light duty or anything. I am actually quite impressed with how this unit is constructed. The company, which is ioSafe, has put a great deal of thought into the design and construction of this unit. I am quite impressed. The front of the bay, which I'm going to focus in on here, these are two 3mm hex bolts. These are what hold the bay into the cage. Once a drive is installed, you put the drive in the cage and then you lift up the entire holder and drive and slide it into the open hole and tighten down the hex bolts. Then over that you have this plate, which is a large chunk of aluminum. And as you can see, I'll turn it over, and as you can see, there's a gasket on the other side of this plate, which is what gives you your flood protection. And this plate is held on by one large spring-loaded 3mm hex bolt, spring-loaded so that it stays put. And then we have this cover, which I'm not going to pick up because it's a heavy little cover. But that main cover then will slide over everything and gets tightened down with two more 3mm hex bolts. As I said, guys, this thing is a tank. What is possible? I'm actually going to, well, let me actually turn the whole unit toward its back and show the back side of the unit and show some more of the details that are put into this unit, and then we'll get into the software side of things. Okay, now I've turned the unit around so we can view the back, and I'll go over the details on the back right now. Down here we have 4 Ethernet ports. This unit can be used as a router should you wish to do so. This unit also can accept redundant internet connections. In case one Ethernet connection fails, another one will take over. And we have power input. And we have down here, we have a couple of USB ports. These are USB 3 ports. They are thus being super speed. You can plug external drives or external enclosures into these ports, and the NAS unit will be able to see them, access them, and use them for additional storage. There is a ioSafe expansion unit that is designed to take advantage of the external ports on here, that is also fire rated. Over here on the extreme left, you can see it there, we also have eSATA ports, which will provide higher speed. And down here there's another eSATA port. We have 2 of them. Also 2 big, I believe these are 120, maybe 140 millimeter fans. So there's plenty of airflow. I can feel the air coming out right now. Yes, the unit is on. And even the serial number plate, they rivet and engrave very well. So there's absolutely no detail that is overlooked in this unit, right down to this little magnet. And what this is a double-sided magnet, so you can retain this Allen key. This is the 3mm hex head key that handles all of the fasteners that have to do with hard drive access on this unit. What a wonderful unit. And you can even see the little slot for the Kensington lock. For those of you that don't know what a Kensington lock is, it is a locking standard that was developed several years ago to help physically secure devices to a desk or table. And typically what you do is you buy a Kensington kit, and you can then run a cable through it and lock it down so it can't physically get snatched on you. That's it, I think, for the hardware details of the unit. Now we're going to go over some software items. Okay guys, what you're seeing now is the interface for the unit. This is how I, as an administrator, talk to the unit. And I know a lot of you guys are probably going, hey, that looks like Linux. Well, I think you're kind of right. This is the Synology Disk Station Manager, which is what the ioSafe 1517 uses for its operating system. And as far as what we can do with Synology Disk Station Manager, as I said before, pretty much the sky is the limit. Basically it's, what do you want to store today? What do you want to do today? I don't think I've run across something that I can't do with one of these units yet. I'm going to try and take you through some of the network protocols that are available for use. And forgive me because I have to work two-handed here. We can do Windows Server Message Block. We can do FTP, which includes SFTP and FTPS. We can do TFTP. We can do rsync, which is a Linux-based file transfer protocol. We can do Bonjour. We can do Windows Network Discovery. The options that we have, guys, are near limitless. Take a better shot of the screen here. There's also apps that can run on this. This can be used as a VPN server. It can be used as a web server. Basically, if you're interested in something specific getting done on this unit, ask me. As a general rule of thumb, here's how this is going to work price-wise. Right now, there will be a $53.18 one-time setup fee because I do have to create a user account on this unit for you and assign the appropriate level of disk space. Then it will be $26.59 per month per terabyte. So if you're using 2 terabytes, $53.18 a month. Those prices are subject to adjustment, and if there is an adjustment coming, I will let everyone know in plenty of time. Right now, guys, we are in an alpha testing phase. This video is not meant for general public consumption. Please treat it as such. When I do the video that is intended to be public, you will all be made aware. This is an introductory video to let everyone know what is going on and what is coming up. Let me talk about the room where this unit is going to sit. The room itself is fire rated, and the fire rating on the room itself is an hour. This is in addition to the half-hour rating on the unit that I talked about. Also, there is an alarm system here at this facility. You will not get in here unless I know exactly who you are and you're authorized to be in here, period. I will take you out in the room where this is going to sit when the unit is actually placed out there. It's going to be a little bit before that happens, as I have to do some alpha testing of network protocols and connections. Again, if any of you is interested in a specific protocol, please let me know. I will talk to all of you soon. If you have any questions and you need to get a hold of me, all of you know how to do so. And I will talk to you all real soon. See you next time. Bye-bye.